off to Vandy. Third game in 3 nights, and they never stopped. They played till the horn, and that's amazing. We thought we could get into their legs at some point in the second half, and it didn't happen. Wright making those deep threes and gave them a chance, and but we fought. I thought Jacob and Davion played unbelievably well. It looks like Jacob may have a broken nose. I don't know. But he played with it. And that showed us a lot. These two, the way they're playing, and Ty finished the game playing well, and Severe made big baskets. He made that jump shot. He made that floater. But a good win. I mean, we broke down a little bit, but when you talk 21 assists, 12 turnovers, it's good numbers. The one thing, plus 10 rebounds, but the one thing I'm going to tell you, I kept saying, why aren't we up more? We're shooting 50%. They're shooting 38. Why are we not up more? Well, they got some offensive rebounds, and, that they made 11 threes. That's how they were able to stay in the game, and they made them. 11 threes. You would think they were tired. They weren't that tired.
I would take questions for either of the student athletes. Raise your hand. We get a floor mic. Let's start right on the left side, front row.
You finished obviously with a lot of points in the final 6 minutes or so. And I thought I saw Coach Cal sort of urge you to be more assertive. I don't know if that happened or not, but what got you going? What do you think? How do you account for that?
In the start of the second half, I wasn't playing through bumps, and he pulled me out. He got on me, and I got really upset. And it was just like everybody else on the team was just telling me, like, "You're okay. Don't let him get to your head. Be you. Like, he wants what's best for you." And everybody on the team know what I could do and what I could bring for this team. And when I just have my teammates just pushing me, giving me confidence, then that's gonna be the result.
All right, next question on the second row, right?
Yeah, this is for Ty. Severe, you can chime in on this also, but Ty, you've heard all year about Kentucky fans showing up for the SEC tournament. Severe may have told you about that. What'd you think?
It was crazy. I mean, when we first got out there, everybody was just screaming. I looked in this crowd, seeing nothing but blue shirts. Whenever I hear that "Go Big Blue" chant, it's just like so unreal.
Do you want Severe on that one as well?
I think I mentioned that, earlier in the week. How I remember my freshman year, I was at Georgia playing against Ole Miss, and I looked up in the stands expecting red, but no, I saw a lot of Kentucky shirts out there. And tonight, like Ty said, I think that my favorite part is when we make that run and we kind of hear that "Go Big Blue." I mean, that gives me goosebumps right now, just having the support of our fans traveling with us, and they make a difference for sure.
We got a question on the aisle in the back, I think. Yeah.
How important was it for tonight to happen for Ty? You've obviously gotten going a little faster since you came back from injury, just for him to start hitting those shots and not just shots, but big clutch shots for you guys again.
Yeah, it's just him getting back in a rhythm, but also going back to the fact that the depth of our team, and it can be anyone's night. At any given time, someone can step up, someone can make plays. And that's a credit to the coaching staff getting us to buy into sharing the ball, making one more, playing for each other. And when the guy's hot, finding them and instilling confidence in them while we're in the gameplay.
We got a question on the front row on the right, and then front row on the left next.
This one's for both Severe and Ty. How important was the effort that Jacob gave you guys tonight? He was shooting the ball well and played really well defensively.
Severe.
Oh, his energy, his presence. He was talking. Even with the face mask, you can barely understand him, but he was saying something, and that's big time right there. And for him to have the balls to kind of make those shots, same thing. Coach got on him early in this first half. Was like, why shoot an air ball three when you could step in and make mid-range 75-80% of the time? And he adjusted to that, took coaching, took constructive criticism, took that with him on offensive end, and defensively, he was the anchor in that second half, being able to switch, being able to talk out the actions and finish, contesting, blocking shots coming from the weak side, and finishing possessions for us on the defensive end as well.
Same for Ty.
Yeah, pretty much the same as what Sai just said. just him stepping in after he shot that three, you know, I told him, Coach Cal always tells us shoot the ball straight. So when he shot it to the right, I was like, no, it wasn't straight, right? And then when he got his face mask, like he started shooting the ball straight, making a whole bunch of baskets. And what he did for us on defense was phenomenal. I mean, he brings that for us every game. He's always rebounding. He's just the energy guy for us. So for him to make those big baskets and big moments that we needed them, that was pretty good.
Go ahead.
For both you guys, can you talk about the defense on Pippen? He had the two big games in the regular season. What do you think made the difference tonight?
You know, I think now at this part of the year, it's all about a sense of urgency. And Coach Cal was saying at the beginning of the game, like at this time of year, it's about defense. That's how you win games. And also, you know, we obviously all saw the game last night where he shot 21 free throws, and we was making it an emphasis to keep him off the line. Play with your hands up, stay with, like, keep length on him, keep different guys on him so it could kind of wear him out. And that's, you know, essentially when it ended up happening, you know, making him run around the court and try to play one-on-one against guys who I feel like are confident my team can defend one-on-one. And, you know, that's how we got the edge at the end of the game.
We got time for two more questions. Take it there. And then the last question over here on the right.
Tata, since Cal got here, we've watched a lot of freshmen. It takes the entire season for them to get from point A to point B where they're ready. But you've had so many injuries in between. How have you fought through that and managed to get to where you are now despite all that?
It's just pretty much battling adversity. I mean, I'm playing with an older group of guys, so I know they all believe in me. The coaching staff believe in me. And just playing with guys that are older than me, I mean, we're a pretty smart team. So it's just like we have depth. So it's like when I'm hurt, I'm not going to just sit there and like try to make it about me. I know my teammates got my back. When I was hurt, Davion, Kellen, they both stepped up tremendously. So it's just like I'm not going to make it about me. I'm just going to get treatment, get back in the gym and stuff like that. Just try to get back to 100%. But I know my teammates got my back.
Go ahead.
Yes, question for Severe. Severe, was this a good way to start the postseason with a tough physical game where you guys had to make plays?
Definitely. And that's crazy. You guys are asking questions as if you guys were in the, you know, pre-game meetings with us. Coach was saying how this is going to be the hardest game, the first game, you know, in the SEC and in the NCAA tournament. It's going to be the hardest game. And, you know, we kind of wanted this. We welcomed it. And we always welcome a challenge to figure out how we can win at the end of the games when it gets tough, because it's not always going to be, you know, 20-point wins or, you know, we're down and we're coming back. It's going to be sometimes going to be back and forth, and we got to battle and figure out what we do best at the end of the game in order to finish and close out games.
All right, we'll excuse the players. You can return to the locker room.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
And we'll continue on with questions for Coach Calipari. Let's start on the aisle in the way back.
Cal, how significant was it just to, as you start this run, to finally have Ty kind of back being Ty? It's been a little while for him.
No, it was, you know, I know how good he is, and, you know, trying to get him, my concern always is guys that are young don't know how to play through bumps, and they get bumped and now they're off balance and then they turn it over and all that. And that's what I got on him about a couple times in the game. If you're not going to be physical driving, then don't drive. Pass the ball. But his ability to make shots and make free throws and make float, he's skilled. You know, the defense that he can play, because he is got some physical toughness and size, makes him where he's on both sides of the ball. But it was good. I mean, and I thought Davion and Jacob were the two that were the difference makers, just their energy. I mean, it's hard to explain to guys all the time. It's your passion, it's your energy, it's your fight. And well, what about my skill and I can shoot? No. Well, you know, this thing that they want to do, it's in most cases, it's going to be the team that wants it the most, that plays with the most energy, that plays with the spirit about them. I mean, how about some of the blocks that Jacob had? It was ridiculous. So, you know, it's a good first one. I'll be honest with you, Vandy has played so well down the stretch. You know, what they did against a good Alabama team, I knew what this would be. I knew it would be hard.
Okay, next question on the front, on the right here, and then we'll come to the front on the left.
Hey, John, just kind of stepping away from the game. I'm not sure if you saw the news, but Konzo Martin is now out at Missouri. Just kind of wanted to get your reaction to that and kind of what your thoughts are.
He's a terrific coach. He's a terrific person. And he'll get another job. The issue that's going around right now is the transfer portal. Tom Crean lost 4 really good players. Now, all of a sudden, he's out. I said this would happen if we didn't do this right. So you're going to have coaches lose jobs because they're going to lose players. If I were still at UMass, I wouldn't recruit freshmen because I'd have them for 1 year and someone would take them. I just wouldn't do it. In our league, you're going to have guys that are going to bounce around. I'm not saying they shouldn't have freedom to do stuff, but I think there's got to be some parameters, and it's not just, and I also think if, how we do this and how we protect coaches in this too, because, we're trying to help the kids, and all of a sudden we're in a microwave society right now. We need it now. I'm putting 30 seconds on it and my sandwich is hot. And so what happens, the kids, I got a couple freshmen that are going to be terrific players, but I can't play them as much because the guys in front of them are better. But a year from now, they're going to be ridiculously good. But we're all facing this. Now, what's happened with our transfers, and I talked about it, because of the kids that have come with us and have transferred in and have done so well, we're going to get calls. Kids are going to want to transfer to Kentucky. And I told everybody, you're helping Kentucky by having it this way. I figured that would end it. The minute I said that, they would say, well, then we're not doing it. And they went with it. And so I have great respect for Conzo Martin. I have great respect for Tom Crean. I mean, I can remember them beating us in Indiana, and it became an ESPY. And then we played them in the NCAA tournament, beat their brains in pretty good. But that same year, let me make sure I throw that in there. But, there are coaches that can really coach. And now as an AD, you got to look at situations and say, why did this happen? Is he the kind of person, the kind of coach we want? And I think that it's a totally different way of thinking about even hiring coaches that were, quote, fired.
I think we have 2 questions on the front right here.
John, I wondered, it seemed louder tonight than maybe in Rupp for some games. I wonder what you thought of the crowd support and what factor you think that was.
Well, let me just say our fans in Rupp, I think we had a 50-some game winning streak, a 40-some game winning streak. And Rupp Arena is a terrific building with great fans. So you can't really take away. I mean, we're winning 95% of our games in that building. But these are the fans, in most cases, that cannot get into Rupp. So they go to the tournament. They also know I don't make a big deal out of this tournament, but they're fine. Just make sure we can stay a few days. And I looked out there and I know somebody said, well, there's a team that is going to have all the fans. Did you guys hear that? Like they got all, they sold, they're going to be the leading ticket. You out of your mind? What are you, smoking crack? I mean, I guess you just say it enough and it's true. I'll just say it and say it again and say it again, and it's true. Our fans travel. If we played in Montana, they would be there. I don't know how they get there. I don't know if it's a wagon train. I don't have any idea, but they're there and they're loud. And we were getting on the bus. Police had to get them away from the tunnel where we're staying because they were trying to run down next to the bus. But it makes this place what it is, our fans. And I said it all the time, they're crazy, but I love them. I love our fans. And we have some that aren't the true fans that'll, but that's everybody. Our fans, one thing I say that why I say they're crazy, I will watch this tape tonight. Now I just watched it because I coached it. Then I'll watch the tape one time. We have fans that watch it 3 times. I'm like, what's wrong with you people? I watch it once and I coach the team. You're watching it 3 times. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. What? But that's what makes ours fans unique and different.
Just have time for 2 more questions. Take it right there and then right there.
John, the rubber match coming tomorrow with Tennessee. You guys beat their brains out when you had that Rupp Arena crowd, and they turned the tables on you.
And they beat our brains out.
Yes, they did. You're going to have the crowd on your side again, but it's not just the crowd. Where does the energy come from when you're not in your home environment to win a game like this tomorrow?
Well, first of all, you guys know the respect I have for Rick Barnes. I mean, he's a friend, dear friend. I hate to play against friends. But we're both going to have our teams as ready as we can with a quick turn. I mean, we're playing tomorrow at 3. I mean, our kids are going to get to bed by midnight. We play tomorrow at 3. So it'll be interesting. We weren't ready up there. I mean, Oscar and we just, we weren't ready. But their guard play was so good there. It was like, and ours was not the same. And I got out coached. I knew they would play different, they move the ball pops, and they're running great offense, and they're physical, and they're a good defensive team. They're good. It'll be a hard game for us to win. No question.
Okay, we'll wrap it right there. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.